Welcome to today's edition of Fitness DTV. Today we're going to be talking about Yoga X. Last time we had a video about Yoga X, we were talking about how you need to really get into the poses and get the most out of them rather than just surviving and getting through them. Today what I'm going to talk about is the breathing whenever you're in these movements, specifically the stretching movements. Whenever you get done with the first part of Yoga X, you're done with all the moving asanas, it's about 45 minutes into it, you're sweaty, you're tired, you're probably out of breath, and you get to the stretch movements, you're like, okay, finally I can relax. Well, to a certain level that's true, but the whole idea behind that big long stretch segment in Yoga X is that you're supposed to be increasing your flexibility and improving your flexibility. You're not going to do that if you take that attitude of I just got to get through this stretch, I just got to do this hamstring stretch, I just have to do the cowboy pose, whatever it is. The idea is that you're supposed to stretch as much as you can during the entire time. When you're holding those stretches, most of them you're holding for 30 or 45 seconds. That's not just to give you something to do. The entire point is that you're supposed to be stretching as far as you can. You do an inhale, and then when you exhale, you stretch a little bit further, even if it's just a tiny bit further. If you can go a half an inch or an inch further, great. But just a little bit at a time, ultimately it builds up your flexibility. Okay? Now, if you're one of those people like, I don't care about my flexibility, I just want to lose weight, well, here's the thing that you have to remember. The more flexible you are, the more you will be able to move during the other exercises. The more you can move during the other exercises, the more results you're going to get, the faster you're going to lose weight. Okay? Flexibility is not just about being able to touch your forehead on your knee when you're doing hamstring stretches. Okay? The idea is that flexibility adds to your total level of fitness, which means that you get results faster. That's the whole idea. Okay? So if you're doing yoga and you're just getting through those stretches, you're wrong. Okay? Get into those poses, relax, stay in the moment, just like Tony says. Inhale, and every time you exhale, try to get a little bit more. Most of those stretches you're holding long enough to get 3, 4, even 5 inhale, exhales out. By the time you get to the end of whatever that stretch is, you should be significantly further into that stretch than you were when you first started. Okay, so as with all things P90X, you're going to take the time to do it. Take the time to do it right, get the results. Alright, that's it for today on Fitness DTV. We'll see you next time.